If you've ever been knocked down by life, whether it was an illness, burnout, or just trying to hold it all together for everyone else, I want you to know you're not alone. My story isn't just about surviving cancer. It's really about what happens after. When you choose to rise, rebuild, and lead from a deeper place. Before cancer, I was what you'd probably call the picture of health. I owned and operated a successful health and wellness studio in Naples, Florida. And my whole mission was helping others heal and feel empowered in their bodies. I was a mom, a business owner, and honestly, a bit of a control freak in the best possible way. I was strong, I was driven, grateful, and I was doing work that I loved. And then everything changed on a dime. I was diagnosed with a rare, aggressive breast cancer. And I will never forget the moment my doctor said, "I'm sorry, my dear, I don't have good news." That was a tough day. I was hoping he had the wrong file. I know that I sat there for 45 more minutes while he explained what it was that I had. The next thing I really remember was I was in my car in the parking garage screaming, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And then I cried. And I don't know how long I sat in that car, in that parking garage, and I cried. The tears came from knowing that I had to tell my daughters. And that actually broke my heart. Because I didn't just fear for my life, I feared for theirs, and I feared losing myself. You know, cancer stripped away everything I thought defined me. My hair, my schedule, my control, but it also gave me something that I didn't expect, and that was clarity. When you're faced with your mortality, you get real about what matters. And I decided I wasn't just going to survive, I was gonna shine. And that's where the name of my book came from, Shine Beyond Cancer. Because I believe that no matter what tries to take you out, you have the choice to rise and shine. For me, healing didn't end when the chemo did. It actually took everything I had to recover physically and emotionally. Actually, a year after my radiation ended, I ended up back in the hospital for almost 30 days and almost died from an infection that had gotten into my bloodstream. That was a direct result of my treatment. And there were moments in those years that it was exhausting, and I didn't necessarily want to go on. But I knew I was here for a bigger purpose. And I had stopped at nothing trying to find the right tools that could help me get my energy back and allow me to rebuild and shine. And that's when I discovered two tools that would change everything. One was superfood nutrition that truly nourished my body, and a microcirculation device that helped my body do what it does naturally, and that is heal itself. But it also gave me back my energy, and that energy gave me the resilience to go on. And these weren't just tools, they actually became part of my mission in my health and wellness studio, because I knew I had to help other women, especially entrepreneurs, find their way back to themselves. And that's why I do the work I do now. Yes, I help business owners automate and streamline, but more than that, I help them reclaim their time, their freedom, and their spark. Because we were never meant to do it all the time. And burnout isn't a badge of honor, it's a warning sign. I lived it, I've come through it, And now I help others rise with systems, soul, and strategy. So if you're in a season where life feels heavy, or you just are tired of carrying it all, I see you. And I want you to know, you can shine. You can simplify. You can grow a business that reflects your heart without burning out or selling your soul. This is your permission to stop doing it all alone and start building something beautifully sustainable. Thank you for letting me share my story. And if it resonated, I'd love to hear yours. Because when women rise together, we all shine brighter.